Okay, this one's got a little bit of a trick to it here, but let's kind of highlight some sides and angles and things like that and see what we can figure out. So I've got 42 degrees right here, and then I've got a side across from it right here that I don't know. All right, and then I've got 15.2 degrees right here. The side angle across from it's right here. I don't really know that one yet either. Okay, but I can find that angle because right now, if I tried to do this, whoops, side over sine angle op equals side over sine angle op. We're going to say this is the yellow one, this is the green one. If I try to do it right now, I can only plug in two different things. All right, so I can only plug in the 42, so I'd have nothing on top there. I'd have sine of 42 equals, and then I would know 15, and then I don't know the angle on the bottom. So I'm missing two things. I cannot solve an equation where I'm missing two things. So I must be able to kind of mess around with this and get some more information. So, couple things from geometry, and again, this class is based on you expanding on things you already know, um, already have learned. Let me back up. Already have learned. So one of the things that we learned at some point in geometry is that this angle here, that's the 120, and the angle right next to it, make a straight line. So they should add up to 180. So if you need a calculator, you do 180 minus 120, and you get 60. So that angle is 60. And then we're also supposed to know that one, two, three angles of a triangle add to 180. So I should do 60 plus 42 equals 102. And then 180 minus 102 is 78. So this angle right here is 78. So I actually know that angle with a little bit of work. For right now, that's probably the most intense we're going to get, is that you've got to mess around and find some angles before you start the problem. We're probably not going to go any beyond that in the things that we're going to do today and tomorrow. So now I know that that is going to go down here. So it's going to be sine of 78. And then I don't know this. And again, put the x in the diagram with what you're doing. So now I'm just going to be really careful, do some algebra here. All right. Now, if you notice, the x this time is the side. So there's going to be no second sign involved in this. So it's going to be 15.2 times sine of 42 equals x times sine of 78. All right, I want the x by itself, so I divide by sine 78. It's going to get rid of those. Divide by sine 78. And again, good news is I've got x equals, this is going to give me an answer right away. So I'm going to go to the calculator, 15.2, whoops, put it in fraction. Okay, rather than start messing around with division, I'm putting things in fractions so I don't have to bother trying to remember what's what. Sine of 42, sine 42. And then on the bottom was sine of 78, I believe. Double check it. Yes. Enter 10.398. So 10.398. All right, now if we're going hundredths place, which I think it didn't say anything about rounding, so we're going hundredths place. This is where we can get a little thrown off here if we're doing hundredths place. That 8's going to take that 9 up to a 0, and it's going to make it 10.4. If it says hundredths place, I need to have a 0 there. All right, so 10.40. In the Schoology quizzes, it'll be picky about that. It'll want the 0. It'll call it wrong if you don't put the 0 in there. So just be careful. Okay, we got to put a 0 if it's 0.40. Throw the 0 in there.